Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes, and today we're going to make another card with my Card Making Wednesday. I'm here with TLC Designs products today, and I'm going to show you a fun peekaboo card that's got a little bit of a hidden secret in it. All right, so let's get started. All right, so here are the super cute cards. I absolutely love this. And just as a quickie heads up, so sorry I was not there last week. I got sick and then I got my COVID shot, so things just got a little bit crazy. So this was a card that came from my card swap. And if you're part of my card swaps, again, I'm a little behind due to the fact that I got sick and then I got my second COVID shot. So I was really out of it for a little while. So this one came from my card swap and it's really cute. What I loved about it, and then this was my inspiration to make this one, was it had this really kind of cool cut side to it. And then you open it up and it had this cool banner, which is super adorable. You could do a border punch, you could do a decorative die on the side and just cut this piece right here. And it creates this kind of a cool half card, or I like to call these fun fold cards, where you see a portion of this and then you open it up and it's got this cool decorative border. So that got me thinking, what in the world can I do for all this? How can I get this going? Hi, Beth. And so I started playing around with a few different kinds of border dies. And so that's where this inspiration came from. I was like, I can do something similar to this idea with this kind of cool banner. And it's kind of like a half card. So that's where the half card came from. And I can play around with that concept, but using dies. So that's where this idea got born from. So let's get started with how to make this. And these are really, really cute. The stamps and also the dies, everything comes from TLC Designs. And we're going to talk a little bit more about TLC Designs towards the end because they have a cool thing happening. All right, I had everything right in front of me. Where did I stick everything? All right, here we go. Get all my papers and all my stuff. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to die cut because there's no way to do this. Any idea when the Shine Bright kit will be restocked? I am not sure about that. I am so sorry. You're going to have to ask, send a message to TLC Design. They'll be able to send that up. I just make videos. Okay, so the first thing I'm starting off with is a card that is an opening up top. It's still an A2 size card, but it opens this way. So I'm going to fold it in half, get that going. All right. So this becomes the front of my card. So now we just have a top folding up card like this, right? This card opened up sideways. This is just a different, still the same design, right? Except they decided to keep it this way. Because of the way that the die laid out, I decided to go this direction. Next is we're going to stick down our background paper. For this card, I chose this really pretty kind of yellow stripe. For this one, it's a green one. So you got to put that down first. All right, so we're kind of getting everything lined up and set to go, right? Here we go. Now I got to figure out what I did with my dies because I shoved everything out of the way really fast so I could get organized. Oh, there they are. They're right here. So the dies I'm using for this card. Hi, hey, Jean. Hi, Karen. Hello, hello. Who's on? Hi, Martha. Hello, everybody. So what we have is hi, Jamie. We have this really, really cute land and sea. These are all border dies. So what I chose to pick were these really, really sweet mushrooms. And I did die cut out a few of the mushrooms to overlay. So there's a few ones and I have a few extras. So you don't have to see me doing all that fiddly stuff. I just did them in solid colors. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to lay this down. And you can decide how high or low. It depends on how much of a ground base you want. I know I have everything sideways. Here we go. Depends on how much of a ground. If you want to have more, I'm trying to say, let's say this is the right way. If you want to have more inside the card here, sorry about the boo-boo. It's a love tap. I'm going to call these love taps, love smears, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to have a bigger border at the bottom, then just move this die higher up. If you want to have less, move it lower down. And that's a personal preference to whatever you want to do. I'm going to choose to go about right there. So I have a little bit of some ground, but not too much, which also gives me room to put some stuff on the front of my card right there. So I'm going to take that, a little bit of washi tape, and then we're going to also use the companion die that goes with this as well. All right. So I got to get out all the stuff. I'm going to pull this as well because this is what we're going to die cut with this in a minute. And I got to get out my big die cut machine because we got a bigger sheet of paper. We're going to go. I can't just use my little one. So here's the big guy. Ta-da! This one's really cool. This is called the Crafter's Edge. Sorry, the crossover 2 from Crafter's Edge, and I can dial it up or dial it down. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, there it is. And so I can move it around this way. My little thingy was caught in there. I was wondering what was dancing around in there. So if I have a bigger, thicker die, or if I'm doing something, I don't have to worry about putting shims or anything in. I just dial it up and dial it down. And all supply links are down below, including how to get to TLC Designs, this machine, all that fun stuff. Okay, so the first pass we're going to do is of the card, cutting out that little border. If you don't want a background, if you want your background to be black or just white or whatever the base of your card is, then you don't have to put that on there. But if you want to have a mat to your card, stick that on first. And then just run this through. I was messing around with that, so make sure I got that good. And for these wafer thin dies, if you do happen to get this machine, which this machine cuts all kinds of stuff, not just paper. This cuts everything you could possibly think of that would be cuttable in a die cut machine. But for the wafer thins, I just go all the way down. I do have a metal on the back just to make sure I get really good clean cuts every single time. Pull gently so I don't rip the paper. And now we have the top portion of our card right there. Okay, I'm just gonna very gently just move this kind of off to the side so you guys can see the next part without me having all this mess in the way. Don't fall. Okay, so now we have this, and I have way too much paper here, but that's okay. I should cut this down smaller, but I forgot to do that before we got started. So now we're going to do the companion die that goes with that. So this is a little mushroom piece, and you can see they nestle together. Let me flip this over so you guys can see. They go together, right? So one fits right into the other, just like that, almost like that. You guys can see how they nestle right into each other? So they fit. It's really cool. And on the back side, you can see that they have there's parts. It's like a background. So you could actually do like a background border. I'm just using it a little bit differently. So let me get this piece. I want to lay this right here. We're not going to stick this down. We're going to fold this over, and I'm going to cut my mushrooms to fit exactly so it fits. So I'm just going to nestle it right into that space. Just kind of shove it right in because it's meant to go together, which is really cool. Another little piece of washi tape right there. And so that's where I know I've got the right amount from the bottom to the top. Look how much I wasted that. So I was like, I don't need this much. I only need as much as I would need for the bottom part of the card. Put this part to the side. I'm going to add a tiny, tiny bit of washi tape at the bottom just because I don't want it to wiggle around on me too much. There we go. And if you wanted to save this part, which is the bottom of the mushrooms, and recut another piece to fit on top that's a different color and really make a cool layered thing, that's what the shadow part's for. You could totally do that, where we're just doing it in a different way. It's always cool to play with it differently and have different stuff. So now I got to die cut this part again. Don't worry, the second card where I'm showing you another example of this, I've already done all the die cutting. But I think you need to see the die cutting to kind of understand the process of how it goes along. So there you go. All right, we got so many people on. We got Christine, we got Jen, Jean, Dawn, Beth, Martha. So many people on. Oh, I have this thing. You guys notice what I did? It didn't want to go through. I put my plate on, and I'm over exaggerating, but a little too crooked, so it doesn't want to fit very nicely. So just make sure your top plate's on nicely, and it runs right through, no problem. If you do it where it's on an angle, you're going to end up hitting the side, and it's going to be like, I can't get through. I'm stuck. And now we're done with this big boy for a while, because I already did all the rest of the die cutting. Let's pop that off. Let me get rid of these. Put them away so they're not in the way. There we go. Okay. And then now, pop this off. There we go. There we go. And then there that part is, right? So again, whoops. The other part is that if you had the mushrooms like this, like you really wanted to have instead of the outline of the mushrooms, or you wanted to do a different die that didn't have this little border thing on there, then you could die cut it and then just lay it over, like lay it right back in, but it would be a really snug fit. So just as a heads up. Ooh, Scotland in the house. Yay, Sharon. I love it when I hear people, when you guys say where you guys are from, because I feel like I'm going on a pseudo vacation with you guys around. So these are all from TLC Designs, really cute set. The first one we use is called the Land and Sea dies. These are those really cool border dies, and I put that on backwards. But there's an ocean wave one that would look really cute at the bottom. We got some grass. We got these little border trimmy ones. Lots of really cute stuff in there that you can do with this, basically the same idea, tons of different ways. All right, all my washi tapes everywhere. So now we're going to go back to our card and we're going to inlay this here. So see how it just nestles right in there, right? Just perfect. So how do I get this stuck on there without having all these little bits stuck everywhere? Ta-da! This is my sticker maker from Xyron. It fits in perfectly. I already did it with all the little guys, so I wouldn't lose them. So I ran them through. I didn't think you guys needed to see me die cut a whole bunch of little tiny mushrooms. That was kind of not needed, but I want to show you how to do this part. So run this through. Ta-da! And rub, rub, rub. Rub, rub, rub. And this turns into a giant, giant sticker. We got Massachusetts. We got MD. Is MD Maryland? Is that Maryland? I suck at that. I'm not originally from the States, but I've lived here long enough that I should know, right? All right, so now I'm just peeling this off. See, the whole thing is a sticker, right? Now you're going, but there's like these little, and you may not be able to see it. I don't know if you can. Oh yeah, there they are. You can see it, little cobwebs. Just go in there with your little fingers and just, you know, cobweb it out. No big deal. Some people are really like annoyed with that. I say it's okay. So now close your card and then you are going to, yeah, I'm from Canada. or you're saying you're from Canada. And then just lay this down right here. Just like that. And just so you get the right placement of where all the little mushroomy pieces go on there. Another thing you could do to give you even more color, which I didn't do, instead of having the white background, is you could die cut a whole other background card in here and overlay it, and then you have a color. So it's not white. So many ways to do that. I'm from Alberta too. Hey, Scrap Happy, how you doing? All right, so now we're gonna start placing our little mushroom pieces on here. So we're just gonna pull cute little mushrooms. I just wanted to add some more pops of color and they just fit right on here. It's like layering dies. It's like paper piecing in a way. And if I don't do them exactly where they're supposed to go, I'm the only one who's really gonna know. Actually, Tammy would because she designed it. She's gonna be like, that's in the wrong spot, Erin. But there you go, cutie little mushrooms. And then I am using, which ones are these called? I forget which one this is called. And the glare is awful. Sorry about my ring light's hitting it. So this one right here, I have it on the floor. I'm not gonna hunt for it. Tammy, if you're on, can you tell us what's the name of this stamp set again? I totally forget. It was the name is not etched in stone and my paper is on the floor and I don't wanna have to, while I'm die cutting this out. You never correct me. Well, thanks. All right. So I'm just, sorry, I didn't fussy cut this ahead of time. My son is in geometry this year and he is working on his test review and doing some geometry questions. And he keeps going, Mom, help me. And I'm like, okay, let's go to the next one. Let's figure out what to do. And so I had to sit down. So he had a couple of questions right as I was getting ready. So that's why I was a little late. I'm sorry. And also sorry about last week. I couldn't jump on. I was feeling miserable. We got a bug in the house. I mean, like I got it. I had a fever. I was not congested or anything. It was weird. And then but like 3 days later, I was feeling fine. And I had to go get my second COVID shot. And I was really out for the count for a few days. So, but I got my shot and I'm good to go. So here we go. Just fussy cutting this out. There we go. All right. I don't like it when they're too sharp. I like them nice and rounded. There we go. So get that on there. And I just want her to sit just like right there, just blowing bubbles, just out having fun, blowing bubbles, enjoying having some space. She's cute. I think she's adorable. So with that, there is actually a stamp and it says happiness is blowing bubbles. And so we're going to stick that on there. And I have all that stuff here. So here is the first one that I made. So we're going to kind of mimic. I just changed up the colors and I changed up what stamp I was using, but everything else is basically the same. Oh, and I even flipped which color side. The background colors changed, but the card design is identical. So even though I've done the same one, it's just a little different. So we're going to stamp this right here. It's just a fun way to kind of change up the same old that we always do for cards. Happiness is blowing bubbles. And this one I did add a background color. Oh, there goes the dog. He's gonna whine. And I think I'm just gonna leave this one white. What do you guys think? I like the white. You could back it. Let's just for a change, something different. Is that dry? Yeah. We're just going to leave it white and just a little bit on there. If you want to mat yours, if you want to fishtail it, so many fun ways to do that. So that is how to use this, like this border die. But we're going to do another one just to show a change. So I did the exact same thing with this one, which is the same concept. Let's move these guys over here. Let's try this one. So here is another border die set called Celebration Border Dies. This one's birthday cards. So same thing. I stuck the background paper, same card, put the background paper on, took this over here, laid it down, ran it through, die at the bottom piece, which I think I've already, the die cut. So it just die cut out and the bottom piece goes away. You could totally keep this and make a secondary card. Would work easy, right? And then I went through, measured, this time on pink paper. And I just had a solid sheet of pink paper, placed that down here, folded it over, took the die, went, okay, I'm going to put this on here, washi tape that in place, pop that out. Toga and Bubbles. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't remember what that one was called. Thank you so much. Too many things in my head. I can't keep it all straight. Toga and Bubbles. I'm guessing this is Bubbles. And I guess that is Toga. So now we're just going to do the same thing. So you've got this little space that we're going to put in. And so it just creates this kind of cool little border at the bottom of our card. I'm going to use my sticker maker again. Pop this in here. There we go. Get my little sticker maker going. I got to get a handle on it and then pull it through. There we go. Pull, pull, pull. Rip. Oh, see, that's what happens to me every now and then is I pull too much. Oh, sorry if you hear the dog again. He's walking out the door. And then I am going to open this up and then place this down. Take it off the sticker first. There we go. There we go. So easy. The other thing I have found, if you notice, look what happened. There was a little piece inside of here that didn't pop out and it got caught on that and left behind. So cool. Close my card up again, line this up so it fits just right, and then place this down. And then just use your finger to get rid of any little cobwebs that happen to be there. And if you wanted to be really, really like to the extra level, when this die got die cut, this little guy right here, and you can probably see a few of them still stuck in here. These little pieces like the tray and some of the circles and the whipping pieces, they all pop out. So you could keep those and lay them back in if you wanted to. So it's like an inlay on the card. I'm not doing that, but you could totally do it if you want to. I'm not going to that level, but you can. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so then we're going to do this one. Oh, and I have a sheet of paper. Oh, we'll just use this. And we're going to put a sentiment up here. So we're going to do Just Make a Wish. You can tell I use this one a lot. I really like the Just Make a Wish. I think it's the perfect size. And I'm going to stick this back over here. Oh, we weren't done. We're going to have to, we'll do another one with this one too. Okay. Sorry, there's more to the card. It's really just like stamping on the inside, but we're going to stamp on the inside of this one too. We're just not there yet. More to come. Just one sec. I got sidetracked trying to show you how to do it again. So I'm going to do this on here. The Just Make a Wish. And this is from the Celebrate stamp set. There's 16. Whoops, that's upside down. 16 stamps. It's really cute. She does have a package. TLC Designs has a package for the dies that I just showed you, this stamp set, and another stamp set, which is really fun. So we're going to do, you know what? I have a better idea. Thinking on the fly. We're going to turn this into, I want to cut this nicely. So we're going to go 2. I got to measure this now. I should have gotten my, nope, that 2 is good. 2, and then we're going to go to 3. I should have cut this ahead of time. Sorry, guys. I just changed my mind about what I wanted to do. 2 1/4, 2 3/4. There we go. So now I got a little square. And I just smudged that. So we're going to flip it over. Re-ink because I probably don't have enough ink on there now. And then Just Make a Wish. There we go. And then go ahead and put that on there. If you wanted to stamp directly onto the top part too, you could. Oops, there we go. If you want to add anything fun to this, like borders, I'm probably going to dress this up and jazz this up a little bit after the fact, but I needed to go live. Now, what I am going to do with you guys is show you what that also, don't forget to stamp on the inside. I don't have any of my fun little bits of fun things in, oops. I'm trying, do you guys see what I did? I was like, I'm going to put my stamp on because I'm reading what it says. And how many times have you guys done that? And then you're stamping the wrong way. Does that make sense? It's so silly. So, and I seriously need to clean my stamp block because it's nasty. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to ink this guy up. I seriously have wanted to use this particular phrase for a long time and I've never found the perfect way to use it, but now I do. There we go. Lift up. And so now you have a little sentiment that you can add inside this right here, right? So cool. I forgot to, if you hear these loud cracks in the background, my dog got an antler. I don't know if you guys have pets or not, but we got an antler. He thinks it's the greatest thing on earth. He loves it. So I'm going to do yippee on the inside. Let's do yippee. We all need a yippee in our life, right? All right, so now we have, boop, yippee. And that's from the same one, Toga and Bubbles. And we're going to go inside of Bubbles and we're going to say yippee because we all need a yippee in our life. I just like that phrase. Yippee. Oops, okay. There we go. Yippee. So there we go. Look how cute they are. All right, so the original inspiration, just to show you where I got this from, the original inspiration came from this card right here. It was such a fun card. This was part of my card swap. If you're watching and you're part of my card swap, so sorry they haven't been sent back to you yet. Being sick really just kicked my rear more than enough. So I loved the idea of this kind of fun border on the side of the card. I thought that was just absolutely fun. So I took that and I went my own way, which I'm going to switch the camera real fast to show you guys. I think that is absolutely why I do these videos, why all the other creators do their videos, why we make these tutorials. We're trying to inspire you to go out and recreate the card exactly or your own way in any way, shape, or form. I mean, that's the whole point. Basically, I'm teaching, educating you, and hopefully inspiring you to go out and create art for yourself in the form of a card or whatever other fun thing that we happen to be creating for the day. So please card lift as much as you like. Do not worry about that. So from that is where I got this idea. So they had the really, really cute dies, which here is, yeah, here's this one. And nope, this was the birthday one. So the first one we did was the land and sea. Whoops, I'm all off camera here. First one we did was land and sea, and we used the mushrooms. And you guys, if you missed it from the very beginning and forgot how to do this, go back and watch again. And then just kind of played around with the fact that the mushrooms were kind of like the part. And then when you open it up, it's so cute. And this one says big hugs. And this one's happiness blowing bubbles. Yippee. And if you want to create a bigger scene or more to the card, but I really wanted to emphasize kind of that fun little, you know, play on it. And then it's still something interesting on the inside of the card. And it's not just not that there's anything wrong with just having a banner of paper on the inside, but it's kind of cool. It's a little different. So there's that. And then we also had the birthday one, which has vanished off my desk. Oh, here it is, because it was under the stamps. So we have the birthday one, same exact concept. Probably put this on totally wrong. And so for the birthday one, same thing, except now we have little birthday cakes, make a wish. Probably going to jazz this up a little bit more, maybe just add some gems to the corners or something. And then open it up. May your birthday candle light your way to all your wishes come true today. Yay! If you're interested in joining my card swap, you are more than welcome to. The information is, everything is run through a Facebook group. It's Erin Reed. I think it's Erin Reed Card Swaps and Inspiration. I will remember to add the link at the bottom of the video. Usually I do that. If you go to any of my other videos where I show the cards from the card swap, which I did one about a week ago, if you go back and look and it's like 23 birthday card ideas or 33 those are the card swap videos because they're giving you all the ideas that people have sent. And I show you guys all their amazing cards on the video because you guys rock at making cards too. I'm not the only one that makes awesome cards. You guys are amazing. So I want to show, and you know, they're totally inspiring because that's where I got this one from. And there's many a time when there's cards that come in from the card swap. I'm like, that's such a cool idea. Let's play on that. Let me show a way to do it a different way or whatever. So if you're interested, go check that out. The link to join the card swaps is in there. We just finished. I'm like sorting cards, repackaging, and mailing them out. But the next swap is coming soon. And I put it to a vote, and everybody wanted to do autumn, fall, Halloween. And we're not going to have that one due by like mid-August, because then Christmas comes, and I do Christmas early, so that way you guys have time to make them, send them to me, and that's a big one that I do. I mean, the last year, I mean, we've had a lot of people in the swaps lately, but it's a big one. And then I get them back to you usually about mid-November, so you have time to use them for the Christmas holidays. So that's the plan. So if you're interested, check that out. There's one more announcement, everybody. If you loved these stamps and dies I was playing with today, and you are a videoer, YouTuber, Instagrammer, if you're interested in joining design teams and playing around with products and showing how fun they are, and that's just your jam, which design teams, there'll be a little spiel about design teams. I'm going to sit because we're going to have a little talk here. And if you have any questions, please ask. I love design teams. I think they're totally awesome. How I got my foot in the door to a lot of different companies was through design teams. I think they're amazing. And it's a way for you to work with companies that you love, to possibly get some products that you would not normally have maybe the funds for, or there's lots of good things. Some companies give you the products for free. Some companies give you the products for free and pay you. Some companies give you a discount for products. It depends on the company, the size of the company, and how long they've been around, all that jam. So I'm sorry, I'm looking off camera. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find my banner here. I gotta find, here we go, not a banner. Gotta find this. So TLC Designs is doing a design team call. If you go to their website, TLC Designs, you can find the information. It's a 6-month thing. All the information is on there, looking for what they're doing. So TLC Designs has not only regular stamps and dies, but they also have digi products. And she's got a few other fun things coming down the line. From a little birdie has told me that. That is a possibility of yet to come. So yay. Sorry, I think I just hit my mic. So any other questions? We're open up to the Q&A portion of the thing. Talking about lots of cool items. Card Swap is Erin's Facebook group. Yes. It's Erin's Card Swaps and Inspiration. Cards, yeah, swaps and it's, yeah, something like that. I don't know. You know what? I can do this. I can do this right here, right now. Let me get this up. Pull up the link to the group. I'm online. I can do this right this moment. All right, here we go. Copy. Go back in here. Paste. Chat. I think it'll work in here. There. Ta-da! That is my card swap group. Hopefully, does the link work? Because I just posted it in there. If not, I will use that same link. I'll repost it at the bottom of this video, or you can check any of my card swap videos out there. But does that link work, guys? I just popped it in there. Hopefully, it gets you to the right. I don't know if it turns into a link in chat. I think because I initiated the chat, it might. But just let me know. The stamp and die set you showed on my website. The stamp and die set that I showed are on the TLC Designs website, and the link to go to TLC Designs is down in the information section. They're not my designs, those are TLC's. So good question. So head over to TLC Designs. Link is in the info section down below. Gotta go down below for that. All right, if there's no other questions, thank you guys so much. I have an amazing, oh, the link worked. Yay. I have an amazing guest joining me Friday for Erin Makes With. We have a fun company coming. It's actually a nonprofit, and it's called Help Heal Veterans. And so it's all about art therapy for people that have been in the military of all sorts. Sorry, there's somebody knocking on my door and I'm ignoring them. And they make craft kits for veterans and also for current, for pain therapy, PSTD, did I say that right? You know what I meant. I think I'm saying it wrong, even though I think I said it right, but it sounds wrong. I can't quite figure it out. Morgan, did he go away? Oh, okay. Who was it? Ah, okay. Well, whatever. But you can check that out. So they're coming Friday. It's a really cool thing. We're actually going to art together. We're going to learn a little bit about what the company is about and how also, this is the coolest part, how the company upcycles products from other companies to create their craft kits. So there is so many, like seriously, this, Help Heal Veterans should be on one of those Mike Rowe shows where it's the, not the Dirty Jobs one, but the other one where it's all about the Good Samaritans and the good people, that one. This company should be on there, or this nonprofit should be on there. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So check it out on Friday. Yes, post-traumatic stress syndrome, PTSD. I think I was saying PSTD, and that's not right. So yes, you know what I meant. Friday at noon Central on my channel. I will be on YouTube and also on Facebook, and it'll be really cool. So the founder of the program is going to be joining me, and we're going to be chatting about it. And it is personally close to my heart because my husband's been in the military for almost 25 years. And, just the stuff that he's seen, but also other people that have worked with him, it's a long, hard job. And I've married to him for almost all of it. I've known him for the entire length of his military career. We got engaged when he was actually stationed in Germany. So lots of cool stuff. So I got this ring, the Germany ring. Got to visit him. That was cool. So, but we got married after. So please come and join us and see what it's all about. And, he asked me the question when I was doing for the video on Friday. He's like, well, we cater for military people, but how many of you watching right now know somebody who's in the military, used to be in the military, has a family member in the military, wants to join the military? So this is just a way that if you are starting to notice some signs in any way, shape, or form, send them the right. You might have even been in the military. I wasn't, but my husband is. So roundabout way, that's enough having one more, enough of people being in the military in one family. It's hard having two people. I've seen families try to do it, but that's hard. See, there's so many people here commenting about Army wife, their dad was, their husband was. I mean, it's everywhere. See, another Army wife. This is why I did this. I thought it was so much fun. Missed the theme, had a call. Ooh, the theme of the card or the theme of the show on Friday? Not sure which one you mean. My dad and my husband and my son. That's a big military family. That's pretty cool. I love it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on Friday, and hope you have an amazing, amazing day. Also, I'm probably going to be having it showing off soon. I have some really cool merch I've put down in this is just on my YouTube. I can't link it on from my Facebook, but it's down at the bottom. I got some cool shirts and some mugs and all kinds of cool things. So if there's something, and they don't, like, some of them have my logo, which you can see there, but there's also some fun ones that are just more like what my phrase I love to say is just create. So there's some cool things on there too. So I'm going to be getting some samples, and I'll be showing them off. Instead of showing off other companies, I'm going to be showing off my merch. Woohoo! So that's coming. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe and just create. Bye, everybody.